When I saw Paul running across the meadow, I knew for sure that he was the one I'd been paired with. Maybe it was the fishing pole in tow, or maybe it was the freckles and toothy grin, but I knew it was him. Paul turned out to be a bit of a runner. A high-energy kid, running circles around his cabin mates as we walked to our activities, meals, and bathroom runs. I thought Paul's running was an apt metaphor for someone trying to keep a step ahead of his own thoughts and memories of loved ones lost. He was disinclined to talk about the people he had already lost during the course of his short life. When he posted a photo of his grandmother on a wall designated for that purpose, he returned and whispered in my ear, "She's not the only one." "I know," I replied. Paul curled up on my lap until all the children's photos were posted. I'd read his file and understood how many losses he had experienced in the prior year. I was also familiar with his difficulties coping since then. Paul ran and ran all weekend. But when it came time for the Saturday night ritual and the floating of the luminaries on the lake, Paul became notably sedate and somber. As the amphitheater filled with the sadness and sobs of children summoning their experience of loss, and as one cabin after the other moved to light and float their memorial luminaries, I felt Paul standing at my feet. He was no longer running, but instead pressing his back against my legs as if testing to see whether or not I was sturdy and reliable enough. Another cabin departed, and Paul's hands reached up and behind, grabbing my own. He pulled my hands and arms over his shoulders and positioned them on his chest. As yet another departed, I felt Paul's hands come back up and slide under mine, as if creating a physical barrier between himself and the sadness that swirled around the amphitheater that night. We've asked him to explore his losses and have promised safety in return. He used my body for protection, and that he got. When the time came for our cabin to light and float their luminaries, Paul was a different kid. Crouched on his knees at the edge of the dock, he watched the light float away, transfixed. After a few minutes, Paul stood, grabbed my hand, squeezed it, and asked, "Can we go now?" What is remarkable to me about this bereavement camp for kids called Camp Erin and the team at Providence who sponsor it is that they don't prescribe the proper way to grieve, nor do they impose a program on these kids. Instead, we as volunteers are trained to simply hold them. We let them feel what they will feel, experience what they'll experience, emote as they will, and we promise them that they'll be safe and that they'll not be alone. Camp Erin and Providence Hospice live and breathe a deep and abiding faith in the resilience of children and the power of compassionate love. We encourage them to bring their anger, pain, and feelings of chaos. The miracle of Camp Erin is not about fixing these kids. It's about having faith in the power of unconditional love and care and the resilience of the human spirit.